going to put another little bit more work on this thing. What have I done so far here since episode 23 where I first showed pics of it? Painted the rebar, painted the emblem inside, and given it a coat of a wash, a dark wash, black wash, light black wash. So now I'm taking some Storm Cloud Gray, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of dry brushing here. So, if you don't know what dry brushing is, you basically take just a little bit of paint on your brush. I think that will go this way because it's easier. And just lightly add some paint to it. I can't really show you. Because basically this will work too. This is just pretty crap. So you get a little bit of paint on your brush, hey, and then wipe off most of it. You want not very much paint on when you're doing this. Basically what you're doing is you're just highlighting the edges, the tops. Well, you'll see as you're doing it, hey? But the gist of it is, and you want very little paint. Well, depends. Just about everything I do depends. You gotta experiment, like any of this stuff, man. It's all just practice and experiment. So basically that's all I'm going to be doing. Sitting here and doing this. Should be painting my lizardmen guys, but putting a little bit more on the edge here than normally would, just to highlight the definition. So anyways, I will carry on doing this, and then I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Well, still dry brushing here. I've got a lighter colored gray now. I'm using a Quaker gray. So this is basically just a second coating of dry brushing with second color. Anyways. And same as before, you want, very little paint on. You're just highlighting. Anytime I get a little bit too much paint on, I just use my finger to wipe it off with. It's hard to tell with this camera. Plus, the little screen that I'm looking into. I think the camera's dying. In fact, I'm pretty sure the camera's dying. Because I had no audio for a long time there. It took me, oh man, well, it's all beat up. Hey, it's an old thing. So yeah, this takes a fair amount of time. dry brush the bottom of this because just all the black in the wash on there, it looks dark. So, I mean, if they had been burning fires or something in here, that would be all dark anyway. So, okay, we'll do this. So. Excellent. I don't dry brush, I dry scrub sometimes. So I guess I should put a coat on these skulls. Wash this brush out. Whoa, that was close. Just about knocked this whole big box down. Holy crap. Suitable for that. What the heck was this for? Looks like I've used this as an applicator. So, just finishing painting up this thing here. I've painted the skulls. I used, like I was saying, I used a little bit more of this burnt sienna, a little bit of brown, and I painted in brown first. Then I used sort of a yellowish cornmeal, a yellow cornmeal it was called, and I used that with some ivory type antique white and painted them that color, you know, modeled over top of the brown, and then I dry brushed them with a bright white. So it came out like fairly skullish looking. Good enough anyways. So now I'm dry brushing dirt, deep brown color over stuff that's on the ground, including the skulls. Just to break up the gray color. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do with this thing. I think that'll be pretty much her. Roll that down just a bit. I don't know, I was thinking on flocking this, but can't really flock inside here. I make more of a mess flocking than I do painting, so anyways, let's see if we can get a better shot of this. Okay, so that's the inside. See if this thing zooms in. I can't really tell with this thing. What setting is this thing on? Does it matter? Or maybe it's just this thing. No. Oh well. Old school. Must be fluorescent lighting in here. So yeah, that's pretty much what she's looking like now. And to tell you the truth, I'd probably just leave it like this. I mean, that looks okay. Good enough for, you know, game terrain. As good as any that you'd buy, that's for sure. Back up here, sorry. Anyways, that's the top level.
bottom little. So there, now you know how to make buildings like this, because I showed you in real time, pretty much, except for the dry brushing, which I mean there's lots of tutorials out there on painting.